You guys, I'm literally screaming. The cover is, I think, the best out of all three of them. Like, look at this. Look at this. It looks like it's gonna suck your soul in. Okay? And that's exactly what it did to me. It sucked my freaking soul in. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lachlan and I'm here to talk to you guys about Kingdom of the Feared. The first few minutes of this video will be spoiler free, completely spoiler free, and I'll give a major spoiler warning before I talk about any spoilers. This is the third book in the series. So if you haven't read the second book, I'm going to keep it spoiler free up until a certain point, and then I'll tell you when to hop off if you haven't read the book. But anyways, this is a very witchy series that follows a prince of hell and a girl named Amelia who is a witch. In the first book, her sister is murdered. And so it's like a murder mystery witchy kind of thing. If you have followed me or followed my channel for a bit, you know that I hated the first two books. I was just very disappointed with Kingdom of the Wicked. I read it as soon as it came out in October of 2020. And then I read Kingdom of the Curse literally the day it came out last year. I was hoping that it was going to be better and I was just so disappointed. But I actually am obsessed with this book. This one was so much better than the first two, I feel like. The plot was just incredible. And I feel like Amelia kind of annoyed me in the first two books, but she was just such a badass in this book, and she really didn't annoy me at all. I am honestly trying to think about like how it's so different to me than the first two books. This one has spice in it and the first two don't. That's not why I like it so much more, but it did kind of change their relationship a little bit. Also, it follows Wrath, which is one of the princes of hell. And then in this book, we get a lot more of his brothers, such as like Sloth. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with Sloth. Literally me incarnate.
I am Sloth. Sloth is me.
And then Envy and Greed. In the last book, we kind of got a little bit of his brothers, but I remember just wanting more of that. I wanted more of the witchiness. I wanted more of the like atmospheric witchy vibes, and this freaking delivered. This ate, like, there are no crumbs. Like, I ate this up. I have a reading vlog, a spoiler-free reading vlog, where I'm just like reading a bunch of different spooky Halloweenish books that I'm excited for. And so if you want to see my tears from this book, because I actually cried, like, I don't know who I am anymore, you guys. I gave this 5 stars.
I gave this book 5 stars.
Amelia in Wrath. I'm dead. I'm dead. Like, I know I sound like such a basic person right now, but like I was so obsessed with it. Probably about halfway through, I was like, okay, when is this gonna get, like, when am I gonna get annoyed? Because I'm really enjoying this and I don't want to speak too soon, but I'm loving it. And then I had like 100 pages left, and then I was like, okay, is this gonna be a 4.5 star book? And then the last 100 pages sealed the freaking deal.
5 star. I cried. It gets 5 stars.
The cover is, I think, the best out of all three of them. Like, look at this. Look at this. It looks like it's gonna suck your soul in. Okay? And that's exactly what it did to me. It sucked my freaking soul in. I am just so excited about this because, oh my god, I almost did not even read this book. After I read Kingdom of the Cursed, I told myself,
I'm not even gonna read the third book.
okay, but then, I don't know, something in me was just like, no, read the third book. Like, you don't know how it's gonna end, and you need to know, you know? And so I read it and I'm so excited. Oh my god. Let me get into spoilers now. If you have not read at least the second book, like, come back after you've read the book. You can save the video for later. So this is your last spoiler warning, and I'm gonna talk about what this book is about. So in Kingdom of the Cursed, we found out that Victoria, however you say it, Victoria, I don't know, is not dead. She's alive. So in this book, we are trying to like clear her name up because Victoria is accused of like this murder or whatever. And so Amelia is like, okay, my sister, is she like an evil twin sister? Which, by the way, she was totally giving Regina vibes from Once Upon a Time. If you've watched that show, I was just picturing Regina, even though I think Regina is a little bit older than Amelia and Victoria, but that's besides the point. It was giving the like evil twin sister vibes, and I was loving it. So this book has a mystery plot to it. It also has the side plot with Victoria like trying to clear her name, and then there's a curse that Amelia is trying to break or trying to figure out how to break. There's like those three main plots, and
oh my god.
there was not a time in this book when I was bored. I mean, there were like a few chapters that were a bit political that were just like not my favorite. But that was only like a handful of chapters. And now I'm actually going to go into actual spoilers. So if you haven't read this book, even if you've read the second one, if you haven't read this book, hop off, read it, and come back. So I took notes in my little notebook, and I'm just gonna read you some of my notes. So in chapter 1, I was like, okay, this is starting off promising, and then they get interrupted, and I was like, okay, is this gonna be how this book goes? Is like they're about to like be intimate and then they get interrupted, because I can't live with that. And then chapter 2, I was like, okay, dare say I'm actually enjoying this book. Chapter 3, I was like, holy shit, this popped off. She literally whipped out his like, oh my god, Amelia! This is a different side of you I have not seen before. I loved that chapter. I loved that scene. I thought it was hilarious. Lust was like,
Okay, Roth, can you like wrap it up?
oh my god, hilarious. Okay, and then in chapter 8, Victoria rips out that guy's heart. I forget his name. And then she puts it back. That was pretty epic, I'm not gonna lie. And then we find out that Amelia is a shadow witch and that there's an 8th house and it's House Vengeance, which is really epic. And then we found out that
Nana
gave Amelia a human heart. Like, Nana's evil. Like, what is this? So many plot twists. Chapter 9, we find out that Antonio was held prisoner and he didn't kill those, like, the women or whatever. Okay, huge plot twist, because in Kingdom of the Wicked, I remember being like, okay, it's obvious that it's Antonio that is like the one guilty. And oh my god, like, what the heck is this? I don't know. It was just like so many plot twists. And then in chapter 14 and chapter 15, we meet the first witch, which is Cersei. Okay, and then chapter 16, Amelia finds out that Wrath like takes this potion to like not fall in love or whatever. And I really liked that she didn't immediately get mad at him for it. She was like, okay, I am so angry, but I'm not angry at Wrath. I really appreciated her for that, because I was like, yeah, it's not Wrath's fault. Like, he's like, they're mixed up in all this stuff. And anyway, so he was taking that potion and she didn't get mad at him. And in chapter 15, I said that this book feels definitely more political than book 2. And then I was saying I was really liking Amelia a lot more in this book, and it felt a lot more witchy and like atmospheric. I just felt like it just felt a lot more witchy. Now, let me know if you disagree. I kind of honestly want to reread Kingdom of the Wicked and Kingdom of the Curse just to see like if that is true, because I just feel like this was the witchiest one out of all of them. So then in chapter 18, Amelia finds out that she's never been a part of the human world, that it was just like a glamour, which is insane to me. I don't know, why did that blow my mind? Because it did. Okay, and then on page 335, one of the quotes I really loved was, your courage, your heart, your mind, your very soul makes you a force to be reckoned with. There were so many good quotes from Wrath in this book. I was literally shaking in my boots with all of the good quotes, all of the romance. The romance popped off, okay, in this book. It was out of this world. I was not expecting. It was just reminding me so much of, which if you're familiar with them, they're from the ACOTAR series. I mean, I'm not comparing. I'm just saying they reminded me like, oh, I loved it. Okay, and then here are my predictions. I'm wondering if Kerri Maniscalco is going to write a book with Lucia, Pride, and Victoria, because Pride and Lucia, like, there's obviously, they have that history, that past that is very intriguing. But then Victoria and Pride, y'all, excuse me, Kerri, are we going to get their book? Because I will read that shit. And then I cried, okay? The ending, oh my god. When Wrath like gives her part of his powers, it just gave me complete chills. I was not expecting it. I just thought it was so well done. I literally like cried. I was just so overwhelmed with how beautiful that ending was. So shook that today I went out and got the Barnes & Noble special edition. I mean, I wasn't going there for that, but I saw it and then I was like,
okay, well, obviously we have to get it.
and it was the last one that I could see, so I was like, yeah, we're getting this. You guys, I'm literally screaming. It's so good. Like it's so good. I don't even have words. And like big fat apology because I really did not like the first 2 books. I'm gonna have to like reread, honestly, because now that I know what I know, a lot was revealed in these books. So much was revealed in this book that I'm just like, oh, okay, this changes everything. Like everything has changed, and it just like, oh my god, it makes it so much better. Like Amelia's just a fucking badass, okay? Like she's just so cool. Wrath, I can't. The wings. He has wings. Is it hot in here or what? It's hot, okay? Because Wrath has wings. That's it for my review. Hope you guys enjoyed hearing me ramble. If you made it this far in the video, you can leave a skull emoji and a red heart emoji. I am just speechless with how she ended this trilogy, and I'm honestly like so impressed. I take back everything I ever said about the series. Like literally, I know that's probably so annoying of me, but this one was just incredible and I loved it and I gave it 5 stars. Was not anticipating on that, like honestly. I thought maybe it was going to be like a 3 or 4 star, but no, 5 stars. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want more from me. And you can hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And oh, also I have an Instagram if you want to follow me on there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.